Hi, my name is Karen, and this is my 2007 Jeep Patriot. My husband put NMF in the Jeep a couple weeks ago, and since then the Jeep's run great. And many times at stoplights I actually have to look down at the tach just to tell that it's still running. It's a great product and you should use it.
We're going to put some NMF in our differential that's running a little warm.
Hot. You guys had it. I'm Chris with the Exodus Diesel Racing ChampTruck number 73. I'm the crew chief. Robbie Decker is the driver. We're with the ChampTruck series, and we're here at VIR, and we're very impressed with the NMF product. We had an issue with our rear axle this morning, and we added the product in, and we lowered the temperatures by about 20 to 30 degrees. Actually, it was a very big jump for us on this particular instance. We also added it to our power steering, which was running 226 degrees yesterday, and this morning we were about 186 to 190. So we're very, very impressed with this product. It's worked very well for us.
You guys with Jupiter Motorsports have won 6 races in a row. That's pretty incredible for any sports team. Can you tell us a little bit about what you think might be helping you?
I'm Ricky Rude, drive the number 14 Peterbilt with Jupiter Motorsports, and we use NMF. We use it on our hubs, we use it in our power steering, we use it in our engines, our rear ends, we use it in everything. Our little trucks, we've got them about bulletproof. We've run these trucks. This is our 5th race that we are VIR, and we've got probably 30 races, and we've had no issues with it. We had some power steering issues, some hub issues. We used NMF, and it cooled everything down, so we don't even, it lets us focus on other problems now. Those problems are gone, so what do you think?
NMF is the great stuff. I mean, we've won 6 out of 7 races now straight. I mean, you know, we've done pretty good, I think. This stuff works. I recommend it to anybody. You can put it in all your hubs, rear end transmissions. It works great in the motors. Radiator, it makes everything run cooler. Great stuff.
So we've been asked by NMF to do a little testing here at ChampTruck. Today we got the opportunity to test it in a couple different areas. We had Truck, which has been going through a lot with a new driver. The transmission's been heating up. So we started out today at 147 on a 15-minute run, 182 on a 20-minute, 173 on a 20-minute. We then drained down, put in NMF, and ran a 35-minute heat. And the worst part of the day, probably 95 degrees, track temperature was 125, and the temperature in the transmission actually dropped to 160 degrees. So that's pretty good results. We also did, earlier today, we tried it in our Drago truck, which is 14 liter also, and we pumped up the horsepower, and during practice we had 170. During heat 1, after 20 minutes, the oil temperature was up to 198 in the engine. We then ran NMF in heat 2, 20 minutes also, and the temperature dropped to 180. And during the final heat trophy dash, which was 35 minutes, it came back in at 180 degrees. So far the testing's going pretty good. Pretty darn satisfying.
Hi, Chris Callison here with ChampTrucks here. We've been evaluating the NMF product here on some of our trucks. Today we're drawing it, and we decided to use it on our differentials. We went with what we had in there first, and it took the temperature off the first heat. It came out 156 degrees, and then later after that heat, we put NMF into the differentials and ran it through another heat. After that, it came out 148 degrees.
We were having elevated temps in the power steering pump in the number 11 Truck. We had 204 degrees on the pump itself and 194 degrees on the reservoir, the actual fluid. We added 2 ounces of NMF, and after the last race, we came back with a pump temp of 182 and a reservoir temp of 172.
It goes down there about probably 10, 12 minutes, 15 minutes. It's quicker when it goes in the front with the gears. Yeah, it hits on that side.
Can't call you Pinky no more, Tim.
Yeah, they do. They
Call you Red.
No, I'm either Classic or Mr. Christmas. Yeah, Chris, my other truck is
What model is that?
Huh?
What model is that?
Classic.
What model is that? What?
That's 450 when I bought it.
That looks good, man.
Yeah, we got fucking truck now. Well, you doing the milk all the time, or you it's out of Indianola, right? I mean, you don't have to do their groceries. What are you doing over here?
The people may put in my truck.
Is that what they have? What they sent you over here to do?
That's the only reason I'm up here. That's the only reason I'm up here.
You get home much?
Every weekend, I get all my weekends off. I get free. I run down that 3 times a week. That's 3,100 miles. So when you're I was 2 runs, 2 runs.
Light over here. That's going to
3 runs was about $2,400. But I made 2,000. But I was driving my truck back and forth trying to walk. I was money. Jumping in there. Moved it right on out. There wasn't no gimmick in it.
How many miles? 900,000. He's got 900,000 miles on here. And that's the owner of the truck here.
That's the owner right there. That water was jumping in there. It ain't.
This chain was jumping. That chain is hard to move it now.
med at det nummerskiltene, men skriv bare 90 tonner fra Trondheim. Er det nok forskjell om du starter opp igjen? Ja, det var stor forskjell på ristingene borte og så når du løfter. Ja, det blir virkelig litt sterkere. Ja. Det er ikke så lett for å kvele motoren. Nå kvelte ikke helt før da, men det var ganske bedre. Ja, for du merker da at du slipper å gi så mye gass når du løfter. Så går det litt.
Today we're going to show you how to apply NMF ionic friction reducer to a semi-truck. First I'll tell you a little bit about NMF. If you're not using NMF in your trucks, friction is costing you way more than necessary in replacement parts, maintenance, oil, and fuel. NMF is scientifically unique. It's the only product which reduces friction and makes vehicles and machines run more efficiently by removing the cause of friction. Friction is caused by a negative-positive bonding and attractive electrical relationship. NMF reverses that into one which is negative-negative, repelling and non-frictional. Whenever the NMF molecules come into contact with a frictional field, caused by either solid objects like motor parts or liquids such as fuel or radiator fluid, the NMF molecules release electrons. The result is a same-charged, non-frictional operating environment. NMF is not coating your engine or parts with any slippery liquid or solid particles or goo. Motor coating is not healthy because it traps hydrocarbon residue from combustion to your engine, and static electricity attracts that hydrocarbon residue with metal particulates into crystals of abrasive grit which scrape away at your engine and your parts, and so that's an unhealthy situation. So you don't want those things coated onto your engine. NMF repels the residue away from itself and away from the compartment, so it's suspended in the oil, and so it comes out cleanly in an oil change. So that's how NMF works. So the mixture rate for the engine is 1 ounce per quart of oil. In the power steering you'd put a total of 1 ounce, and in the radiator also 1 ounce. Now NMF will make the engine run more efficiently and it will clean it. Now how's NMF going to clean your engine? Before you use NMF, due to static electricity, contaminants have been clinging inside your engine. NMF same charges your engine compartment and the contaminants so that the contaminants are repelled away from your engine compartment, suspended in the oil, and they'll come out cleanly in your oil. So the first time you change your oil after applying NMF, your oil will be dirtier than usual because all of that stuff has come out. Afterwards, when you continue to use NMF, your oil will be cleaner. You will see through oil analysis that you have much less wear, much less in terms of metal particulates in your oil. Now, the same thing occurs with your radiator, in that without NMF, you have mineral deposits that want to cling to your radiator and make it less efficient. NMF same charges the radiator and those mineral deposits so that they are repelled away from your radiator and suspended in the radiator fluid. So the radiator functions more efficiently with those things on the radiator. And the second thing that NMF does for the radiator is it just makes the radiator fluid flow more efficiently without a frictional relationship with the radiator itself. Mixture rate in the fuel is 1 ounce per 20 gallons. Now, why would you put NMF in the fuel? Whenever the fuel is forced through the small opening of the fuel injector, that generates static electricity. and the static electricity causes the fuel droplets to be larger and thus burn less efficiently. NMF, by removing the static electricity, allows the fuel droplets to be smaller. You get more oxygen to fuel ratio and a more efficient burn. It also will clean out the fuel injectors. So now we're going to apply NMF to the transmission. It will be 16 ounces. Okay, next is application to the differentials. You'll put 12 ounces into each pumpkin. And on the back here, you've got a plug, and you can use an automotive syringe to put those 12 ounces in, just like this. Okay, now we're applying NMF to the fifth wheel grease.
See, when if you don't have anything on that, it'll be metal to metal. It'll be hard to turn because it drags. But when you got this on her, you don't even notice it. It's like nothing there.
So what we do is you add 1 ounce per side here for the front hubs. Let's say you want an inexpensive way to test how well NMF works and see if you want to use it. Get an infrared thermometer and measure the temperature of your hubs, the operating temperature after you've driven a certain distance, and then put 1 ounce of NMF in each hub. Then measure the operating temperatures after going that same distance. You'll see a significant drop in the temperatures here. And when you have a drop in heat, that's an indication of a drop in friction. So this is an inexpensive way for you to evaluate whether you'd like to use NMF. So this has been an explanation of how to apply NMF to a semi-truck. If you have any questions, please call us or email us anytime. We love to hear from customers or potential customers. If you're interested in NMF but you aren't real familiar with it, I invite you to test NMF through any method that you believe is an effective measurement of friction reduction. You can measure heat reduction, vibration reduction, noise reduction, oil longevity, fuel economy, increase in horsepower, decrease in blow-by. All of these things would give you a feel for, is NMF working well or not. Again, thank you, and go NMF.
Hi YouTube, my name is Craig and this is Bumblebee. She's a 2006 Gixxer 750, and today we're going to be demonstrating how to apply NMF to a motorcycle. The ratio for NMF is 1 ounce per quart of oil, and Bumblebee here holds 2.6 quarts of oil, and we're going to go ahead and demonstrate how to apply NMF to the bike. Alright, so now we're going to apply the NMF to the crankcase, okay? Alright, now to the gas. Alright, so the mixture rate for NMF is 1 ounce per 20 gallons. Now Bumblebee here holds 3.5 gallons of gas, so what we're going to apply is less than 1/5 of an ounce of NMF to the gas here, okay? Alright, so we're going to apply a couple of drops of NMF to the chain. Now if you have a shaft-driven bike, you can also apply 1/10 of an ounce to the high poi gear. So one thing about NMF, it reduces vibration and sound. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the motorcycle so we can feel the difference in the vibration and hear the difference in the sound, okay? moving, I can feel and hear the difference. Just being next to the bike, I can feel the difference in vibration. Normally when I'm on there, I can feel it like it's a lot calmer. Normally I wake up my neighbors, and just having it on right now, it's a lot quieter. Normally it's screaming. This is awesome. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this for a spin and see how she feels, alright? Wow. Talk about no vibration, bro. I got her screaming. Normally when I'm in 4th gear, I'm feeling a little bit of vibration, you know. I'm screaming, hauling. I'm trying to get a vibration. My mirrors don't even vibrate anymore. Normally I get a little bit of vibration, or I have to sit there and pull in the clutch to look and see, okay, well, is that clear enough? Is it clear to see if it's a fleas, cop, car, whatever? Perfect. I can look in my mirror and there's no vibration, bro. That's awesome. No hesitation, no vibration at all. I love it. Yo, I'm excited. I can't wait to sit there and go to the canyon and get to lean on it, because the response is totally different than how it was before. I'm definitely excited and thrilled about the performance that just off of the throttle command on the bike. I never had it like that in a long time. It feels like 2006 and it's 2015. It's quite different because you're used to always riding it wrong, you know, and not smooth. And the transition between smooth and response time, it should be immediate, especially for me, somebody who rides in the canyons a lot, where especially leaning from side to side and response time on the throttle. And this is awesome. Like I'm hitting corners and it's so smooth. Everything, even between my legs, is a little bit smoother. And I have a loud pipe, and it's loud and it backfires. And I'm trying to sit there and make it backfire, and it's not, because the NMF has made it so smooth and it's awesome. Like I pop in the wheelies and I feel like it's nothing. It's all one motion, all one fluid, and it's easy. Just the throttle, everything, even the clutch is different. It's awesome. I'm excited. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to the canyon. I'm going to Mulholland Canyon. So I'll see you guys at the Snake.
Today I'm going to show you how to apply NMF to a car. NMF is very versatile. It will reduce friction in any vehicle and most machines. I've got a 2002 Pontiac Grand Prix with a 3.1 liter automatic transmission. It has 180,000 miles on it. In a car, you will apply NMF to the radiator, transmission, engine, power steering, and fuel. You'll notice on the side of the bottle there's a scale, but if your pouring skills aren't so great like mine, you can use a funnel or an automotive syringe. You'll add 1 ounce to each, the radiator and the power steering. Watch as I magically appear on the other side of the car. Next, we're going to add the NMF to the transmission. With an automatic transmission, you'll add 3 ounces. With a stick, it's 5, and it's very important with an automatic that you don't add more than the 3 ounces. Again, using either a funnel or an automotive syringe, you'll insert the NMF into the dipstick tube. up is the fuel tank. The mixture rate is 1 ounce of NMF for every 20 gallons of gasoline or diesel fuel. My tank is a 17.5 gallon tank, so I'll use a little less than an ounce. The best way to insert this is either using an automotive syringe or any squirt bottle, giving it your best estimate. Lastly is the engine. If your engine holds 5 quarts or less of oil, you'll add 4 ounces of NMF. If your car holds more than 5 quarts, you'll add 1 ounce for every quart of oil.